Guys, and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to take you through proper form on how to maximize results and minimize the risk of injury when performing the deadlift. Deadlifting is an amazing compound exercise that targets multiple muscle groups, including your glutes, hamstrings, quads, and your lower back. It'll also improve your core stability and overall strength. So it's an amazing exercise to incorporate into your programs. So let's head to the gym. First things first, we need to learn how to properly hip hinge. I like to do this exercise where you take 1 or 2 steps away from a wall, you put your fingers on your hips, and you hinge back, focusing on trying to tap the wall with your butt. Make sure that you're breaking from the hips, bending your knees, and your chest follows with a neutral spine. You want to take this about 8 to 10 reps or however long it takes until you can comfortably touch the wall with your butt without your feet or toes coming off the ground. Next progression, we're going to grab a kettlebell, pick a weight that's good for you. You're going to approach it with the kettlebell mid-foot. Then you're going to squat down, keep a slight bend in the knees, push your hips back, keep your back nice and straight, pack your shoulders, so that just means drive your shoulder blades back towards your hips. And then as you stand up, you're going to push your hips forward and stand tall. We're going to reset this every time so that you can practice. So take your time and take as much rest as you need. Just make sure that before you go to pick it up again, that check your form. You want to come down, keep your knees out, and you want to take a big deep breath in and get that tension. So really with the lighter kettlebell, before we go to a barbell, you want to be focusing on taking that big deep breath in and getting your core and your midsection nice and tight and learning how to brace properly. So here it is from a different angle. This is it from the side. So you'll see that my knees are slightly bent and then I'm really packing my shoulders. So engaging my lats every time before I come up. So I sit down in my hips, stick my butt back because you want that nice neutral spine. I take a big breath in and then I stand up, pushing my hips forwards. I squeeze the glutes and I fully stand up. You want to keep performing the deadlift with the kettlebells until gradually that you can move up to the weights where you feel pretty confident deadlifting a pretty heavy kettlebell. Next, we're going to grab some dumbbells. So after the kettlebells, I like to incorporate the dumbbells, RDLs. So the reason I like to start with kettlebells, especially for beginners, is because you can just perfect your form before moving on to barbells and dumbbells in a safer manner. Generally speaking, it's easier to keep your weight over the base of the kettlebell and to keep it closer to your body. So you can just focus on your form. Again, when you're starting out with the dumbbells, pick a weight that you feel comfortable with, that you can just focus on your form at first, and then you can get heavier as you go on. So the dumbbell RDLs, you're going to start from a standing position, and you're also going to pack your lats. With the dumbbells, you want to focus on keeping them super close to the legs. So I always say, imagine painting your legs with your thumbs. So your thumbs should be pretty much touching your legs, grazing your legs as you go down. And here it is from the side. So you'll see that I am hinging. So it's like that first hinge at the wall. I've got a slight bend in my knees. I'm sending my hips back. The dumbbells stay close to the legs. And you'll notice that I keep my chin tucked. So my back is straight and so is my head. I'm not cranking my neck up as I come down. So once you feel comfortable with the kettlebells and dumbbells, it is time for the final deadlift, which is the barbell. When approaching the barbell, make sure that it is mid-foot. You want to come down, make sure that your hands are even on the barbell and slightly wider than shoulder width. You want to take a big breath in, brace the core, drive your shoulders back towards your pocket, so engage the lats, take the slack out of the bar, and then you're going to bring your chest up, push your knees out to your elbows, and you're going to push to the ground and stand up. Think of this as a pushing through the floor movement rather than pulling. Once you stand up, make sure you fully stand up. Squeeze the glutes to help you stand up. Don't hyperextend. I see a lot of people push their hips forward at the top. You just want to stand up straight. Then as you lower, just like with the dumbbells, make sure you're painting the barbell with your legs. It should be slightly grazing your legs as you bring it down. And don't just let it drop. You want to still control the movement on the way down. Super important to remember to take that big death in, take the slack out of the bar, and keep that back nice and neutral. You don't want to be pulling with your lower back, so don't yank it off the floor. Get tension through the body so that it slowly comes off the floor. And everyone's range of motion is different. Just send your hips back until you feel a nice hamstring stretch and bend the knee to allow the barbell to come to the floor. So I hope this tutorial really helped with your deadlifts. It can be a little awkward when starting out, but I guarantee with practice, you'll get much better at them. If you did like this video, please subscribe or comment down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.